Hey guys, I'm Jasper and welcome to Analysis. I-analyze natin yung trailer ng No Way Home. And bala ko, I like to analyze trailers because they're like one of the best things to get hype for a movie. And yeah, everyone is talking about the new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. And ganito yan i-analyze natin to. Disclaimer, I will never talk about spoilers sa mga nakaraan na Marvel films na nilabas itong this year, like Venom, Eternals, Shang-Chi, and Black Widow. Main reason is because who knows, baka meron dong Spider-Man references because most of my viewers and listeners are from the Philippines at kakabukas pa lang ng mga sinihan doon. And I just want to get those movies out of the way kasi mafo-focus lang tayo sa Spider-Man No Way Home. So if ever you're like, uy, ba hindi mo to mention sa ganito, hindi mo mention yung nangyari sa ganito, I will never mention those things. Not saying that those movies did reference Spider-Man. I'm just saying that um, there's just a ton of what ifs. Okay? Mas maganda na let's just focus on the trailer itself. Let's not give it any kind of context from the previous Marvel movies. And we can only talk about Marvel movies na pinalabas way before the pandemic. The same thing with TV shows, with Disney Plus shows. Kasi, hindi pa nga sila available sa Pilipinas and especially Disney Plus. And yeah, let's just talk about the movies itself. We will talk about one leak though, isang leak. Isang leak na which I think is significant para sa trailer na ito. And nothing else. That's all. So i-analyze natin to and let's see. First, na napansin ko, this is coming from Sony Picture itself. It's called Spider-Man No Way Home official trailer. Ang una nilang trailer na nilabas ay teaser trailer. And usually with big Hollywood movies like this, we get one teaser trailer and we get two official trailers. Trailer 1, which is this one, and in the future, maybe trailer 2. Which means na I think na we're still getting a second trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home bago ipalabas ito sa UK for the first time, which is I think is December 15th, 2 days earlier than the US release, which is December 17th. And there's a huge chance na ipapalabas ng second trailer sa November 29, which they called Spider Monday dito sa ending part ng trailer 1, because that's the time when they're going to release that's the time where the pre-ordering for the tickets will start. And releasing a trailer along with that day is a good, it's just a good marketing move para ipaalala yung mga tao na, hey, you can now buy tickets. Okay. So, habang ina-analyze to, kung kakain ako ng ice cream, and pasensya nyo na, but just tanggapin nyo na lang na parang ASMR to, because I like eating ice cream whenever I do things like this. So, let's start. So, of course, ito yung mga usually ginagawa ng mga Sony pagdating sa trailers nila. There's like a teaser for the trailer itself. So, this one is raining. Sukat-sukat siya dito. I think this happens around maybe the third act of the film kung saan kinakalaban niya yung mga kalaban dito. Kasi sukat-sukat na siya dito eh. And who knows? It may be from a different scene, but that's what I think sa third act ito. At di natin papakinggan yung audio. Of course, nagtapos yung Spider-Man Far From Home na-reveal nga sa buong mundo na Spider-Man is Peter Parker, which is a big deal because sa comics, super laki ng super big deal yung identity sa kanya. Kasi, he's just wearing the mask to protect the people he loves. Aunt May, Mary Jane, yung iba pa mga tao na close sa kanya. Kasi, villains can target Spider-Man's friends and relatives and family. And that thing happened sa comics when I think hindi ako big comic book reader, but I think during the Civil War story when Spider-Man revealed his identity to the world, Kingpin Kingpin hired an assassin to kill Aunt May yata, and doon nagsimula yung story ng One More Day kung saan na-reset ang lahat, kung saan instead of having married Peter Parker, we got single Peter Parker again. Buhay na ulit si Aunt May. I think she did die sa comics na yon. And one more important part is that everybody forgot na siya si Peter Parker. And it has the same kind of story elements dito sa No Way Home. Doon nila nakuha yung idea na yun. And this bridge, well, I guess ito yata yung tulay kung saan namatay si Gwen Stacy dun sa comics. I might be wrong. I don't know everything about sa comics actually. I just like to do some analysis, and I'm very I I watch a lot of Marvel movies to know, you know, some kind of Marvel lore, especially sa MCU. And of course, iniiwasan ko yung ano dito, yung audio dito para to avoid copyright. And they were stuck in the subway. And of course, ito yung premise. Humingi siya ng tulong kay Doctor Strange para makalimutan ng mga tao na siya si Spider-Man. And sa pagkakaintindi ko, I do think na there's going to be a time, like a time skip. Kasi yung Far From Home, nagtapos siya after nila magbakasyon, right? And sa behind the scene photos from paparazzis, we're seeing na some parts of the story happens during winter, nag-snow. So basically, this is the first Spider-Man film that we're getting na Christmas time siya, which is very which is tama lang kasi, it's going to get premiered around the winter time sa America. So I remember seeing this shot sa unang trailer. That's a huge confirmation na this is Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin kasi because of the laugh and because of the iconic pumpkin bomb na ilang beses natin nakita sa Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 3 na Harry Osborn used para kalabanan si Spider-Man. So yeah, that's the pumpkin bomb from Willem Dafoe. And that's him. That's, oh my god, it's just amazing na parang nabayaran ng buong times ko ng panonood ng live action Spider-Man movies sa sinehan. Kasi all of those movies napanood ko sa sinehan. I am super thankful na sinamahan ako ng tito ko para mapanood yung unang Spider-Man nung maliit pa ako. And yeah, just seeing him again, maybe around almost 20 years later, and him in the Power Rangers suit and the glider, it's simply amazing. It's nostalgic, and it's also the good kind of nostalgic too. And nostalgia, yeah. So that's basically Electro's lighting. This is the same Electro that we got from the Amazing Spider-Man 2, played by Jamie Foxx. And he has a redesign. Instead of blue electricity, he now has yellow electricity. And this is the Spider-Man suit na itim, which I heard na from the descriptions of the toys, parang binigay yata ni Doctor Strange to. Itong damit na to. Other people are saying that this is the same Far From Home suit, yung black and red na suit na ginawa niya sa Far From Home na binaliktad lang. So it's like it's the same suit, but it's the Far From Home suit inside out, which I think he's going to use a ton panlaban kay Electro, right? Kasi usually from the games that I played sa Spider-Man, Spider-Man used several different gadgets para kalabanan si Electro kasi he's basically like a god pagdating sa powers niya. And how can you defeat someone like that, right? So yeah, and this is Doc Ock. We got a ton of promotional material from this bridge scene alone, um which is fine with me because I like seeing Alfredo Molina's Doctor Octopus, and he is my favorite Spider-Man villain of all time. Not only in the movies but also in the comic books, because in the comic books he was able to kill Spider-Man. It's a Amazing Spider-Man run, and he also became Spider-Man at some point, and he was also a part of the Spider-Verse story. I think it was Spider-Verse 1 or 2 siguro. I can't remember. See, so this part, sinabi ni Dr. Octopus, you're not Peter Parker. At siguro dito na niya na-realize na he's not Peter Parker because of his face. He looks a lot different compared kay Tobey Maguire, right? The only reason na sinabi niya na hello Peter sa kanya is because maybe yung first time nakita ni Doc Ock si ito, he was wearing the Spider-Man suit and familiar yung Spider-Man suit sa kanya. And as you can see, the tentacles, meron parang pula-pula or something, right? Kasi in the original, I think his tentacles are gray and yellow, but now we have yellow and red, which people on Twitter are saying that he is basically going to destroy the Iron Man suit finally. I remember seeing the Iron Man suit on Spider-Man No Way Home and in Spider-Man Homecoming, doon sa end credit scene yung na-reveal na yon. And I got tired of the suit, to be honest. I still wanted to see the blue and red suit or maybe the black and red suit. And finally, it's good to see na masisira na tong damit na to. It's time to say goodbye to the Iron Man suit. So Dr. Octopus is going to destroy this. Yung nanobots sa suit na to ay siguro mapupunta sa tentacle niya, and maybe he is going to get an upgrade. Along with several other villains here na nagkaroon sila ng upgrade pagdating sa damit nila, right? And one important thing about this is that if this is the same Doc Ock from 2004, and if itong year na to sa Spider-Man universe nangyari to around 2024, 2025, 5 years after Infinity War, then it's a good bet first time basically si Doctor Octopus ay napunta sa future, and seeing na this this future na to ay technologically advanced, then as a scientist he can use the Stark nanobots to his advantage, right? So it makes sense. And yeah, see, if I remember correctly, kulay pula yung ilaw ng mata ng mga arms na to. It means na the arms are in control of him, because it's not basically Doc Ock is not a bad guy. He's just being controlled. Nasisira lang yung ulo niya dahil sa mga arms na to. Pero we'll see how the multiverse change that, especially when he's in a different universe. But yeah, I think this is blue if he is in control of the arms, but since this is red, the arms are kinda manipulating him in some sort of way. And yeah, hindi napansin niya na hindi nga to si Peter Parker, because he has a different face, and maybe he will realize na he's in a different universe, or he will realize that there are several Spider-Man roaming around New York or something. Oh, and by the way, Alfred Molina looks a ton older in real life. And Marvel and Disney in general, they are very good with the aging people, and he looks very young here. That is super advanced tech. Hmm. So basically, I think this is like basically their first encounter. Tom Holland's Spider-Man's first encounter with the villains, along with Green Goblin, because ito din yung the same bridge na sinira ni Green Goblin, yung binomba niya sa umpisa. And for this one here, I think this is Doctor Strange's some kind of underground prison or something. So yeah, nakulong to, I guess, siguro na nagawa ng paraan ni Spider-Man na kulungin yung mga kalaban from different universes. And I think Doctor Strange is using a spell or something para matrap tong mga to. And of course, pinagtawanan nila yung pangalan niya, which I do. Some people were cringing about this part, but hey, don't forget that they're kids, right? And kids do stupid things. They react to stupid things, and I do think that the name Otto Octavius is stupid. It sounds stupid, but that's the thing. I would laugh too. What I find interesting here is this is actually my first time seeing just a very neutral look sa tentacle kasi pareho sila nakasara, right? Usually sa Spider-Man 2 by Sam Raimi, nagsasara lang to tuwing yung parang um, may parang kapag nagsasalita yung mga tentacle sa kanya. But yeah, I love the fact na he felt disturbed by hearing them laugh at his name. Ay, gustong-gusto ko yung mukha ni Alfred Molina dito. And you see, this is the most interesting part. This is the Statue of Liberty with with Captain America's shield, right? You see, kita mo yan, which signifies that this is the MCU version of New York. And I just think na it's just fascinating how New York itself evolved since since our very first introduction to New York, maybe in the Incredible Hulk, right? New York evolved so much. It faced the Battle of New York during Avengers, Incredible Hulk, and yung first time ni Steve Rogers na makita yung mundo in present time. And it's just an interesting take. And I think yung kidlat-kidlat sa taas na yun ang Electro thing. That's him. Maybe it's his entrance to the multiverse. And this scene right here, I think it's important. So basically, this is like the same. I think Spider-Man's wearing the same black suit here. And nandito siya sa mga power grid para hanapin si Electro, I guess. I think yun ang takbo ng story. Hanapin niya isa't isa yung mga kalaban at ikukulong niya dahil yun ang utos ni Doctor Strange. And yep, that's him. Yeah, see? Yeah, that's the if you can see, that's a cell phone strapped to his suit, right? And if you guys zoom in, this is Zendaya and Ned. So what I'm getting here is that he was just doing a video call with the two of them. Kasi sorry, I think I'm going to burp. Okay. So ito nga suit na to ay binigay nga ni Doctor Strange. Kung hindi binigay, maybe in-enhance. And I also said na binaligtad lang to na Far From Home suit. And I can say na in-enhance ni Doctor Strange to kasi ito meron siyang parang magic na ganito. Maybe this is the web thing that he will use to trap the villains. And since maybe walang speaker or microphone sa helmet niya, he just decided to strap his phone on the suit itself para marinig niya yung mga, yung voiceover ni Zendaya pati ni Ned because they are helping him to capture the villains, right? And let's not forget na Spider-Man doesn't have any pocket. So, hindi niya pwede lagay yung cellphone niya sa mga bulsa na yun. And that's Electro at the back right here, which I find interesting. You see, parang blue siya dito, guys, sa Amazing Spider-Man. And I think around this scene, ina-upgrade na niya yung sarili niya. Kasi he's getting the electricity from a power line right here. So basically, he's upgrading himself. That's why he became yellow. So, this is Doctor Strange, nagagalit, na ayusin nila to. This scene I think this scene happened before he tried capturing Electro. So maybe this thing happened around the last part of the first act. So yeah, that's him still in the power grid this Christmas. That's still Electro and with some sand roaming around, which is Flint Marco's si Sandman. I forgot the actor's name, but this is the same Sandman from Spider-Man 3. So we're getting so far our villains from the Sam Raimi universe and from the Mark Webb universe, which is beautiful, great idea. Kevin Feige, you're freaking smart. And here you see the Daily Bugle, nandito siya, and later makita natin si J. Jonah Jameson. That's him. My God. Kakaiba yung beard niya dito. He kinda looks younger for some reason. Pero kalbo na nga siya on this part. But yeah, it's just weird that the same actor is playing the same J. Jonah Jameson in two different universes. Because we did see him in the Sam Raimi universe, but we didn't see him. We only got like a text, an email message from him, sa Amazing Spider-Man. But yeah, I'm just happy to see him back. So see, this is Electro, lumilipad siya, and this is also Sandman. This is how Sandman flew around New York in Spider-Man 3. And I think this scene right here, this is still Spider-Man na naka-black suit. I think he's still looking for Electro by just following the power grids, the power lines. But there's also a chance, there's like a 30% chance na in this scene, in this shot, there are the other two Spider-Man swinging with him. But who knows? So here, kakaiba yung mukha niya dun ah. Medyo hindi maayos yung CGI dito kasi ang weird ng mukha niya dito. But basically dito sa part na to sinasabi ni Doc Ock, pati ni Doctor Strange na Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man is fighting Ghost. Kasi itong mga kalaban na to ay namatay while they were fighting the Spider-Man of their universes. Right? There's some good action scene. That's Green Goblin. So, which makes sense. Medyo maging convoluted na to kasi Doc Ock didn't die a monster. Yun nga yung ika niya. He didn't die a villain. But here, he is still a villain. And I think, in some kind of way, aware sila na namatay sila sa kamay ni Spider-Man. But we'll see. It might mean they will explain it, right? I know something from from other media that could have a solution to as to why they all wanted to kill Spider-Man, even though there are some kind of conclusions na nangyari between the villains and the Spider-Man, just like nga kay Doc Ock and Peter Parker, which is Tobey Maguire, and also Sandman, Flint Marco to Spider-Man Tobey Maguire. But we'll see. Same thing din with the Lizard and sa Spider-Man ni Andrew Garfield. And yeah. And this scene right here, I think there's a chance na ito yung apartment, ito yung building house ni Peter Parker pati ni Aunt May. And you see Green Goblin is throwing a pumpkin bomb para siguro pasubugin na maybe patayin si Aunt May. The stakes here are super high, and I think there's a huge chance na mamatay si Aunt May dito. Kung hindi si Aunt May, si Happy Hogan. Kung hindi si Happy Hogan, si Ned or si Zendaya, we'll see. Yung pumutok nga. So this is the same shot from yung nakita natin Daily Bugle truck. See, ito yan, Daily Bugle truck right here. And Spider-Man is wearing the Far From Home suit here. So, yung nalaman ni Spider-Man na namatay itong mga kalaban na to dahil sa mga kamay ng Spider-Man from other universes. He decided to let them go. Kinuha niya itong cube na to. So I think itong cube na to, this is the cube that is keeping the villains intact doon sa kulungan na yon. And this is basically like the key. Kapag ginamit ito ng Spider-Man para palayain yung mga villains, then I can see why, because Peter Parker has a good heart. Para siyang si Naruto, itatry niya itok no jutsu, itong mga kalaban na to. But, this Peter Parker is very young. And he is still learning a lot of things about being a superhero. And it's reasonable na kung anong ginawa ni Tom Holland dito ay mali. Kasi nga, pinapalaya niya itong mga kalaban na to eh. I mean, anong balak niya kung pinalaya niya itong mga to? Ibabalik ba sa sariling universe nila? Or maybe idadalhin siya sa justice system? But they are super villains. Huwag natin kakalimutan yun. So, we'll see how this thing plays out. And this thing will lead to, him and Doctor Strange fighting. Which I find super interesting. So kaya ditong part na to, sabi ni Spider-Man, there's supposed to be another way, to save the villains. Kasi he kind of feels guilty, right? Knowing na yung sarili mo sa ibang universe ay nakapatay ng tao without context. Iba isipin niya na yung dalawang Spider-Man na yung pinatay yung mga villains na to na talagang gustong patayin, right? So this is Aunt May running. I think she's inside a building, apartment. So maybe this is around the time na sinugod na ni Green Goblin yung apartment. This is the second time Green Goblin is attacking another Aunt May, because the first one was, in Spider-Man 1. And she's holding a green tube here. But there's a huge chance na cellphone lang to. So you see, this is him upgrading his tentacles with the Stark nanobots na nakuha niya sa Iron Spidey suit. See, nagtataka din siya. God, I just love the costume here. So here, this is him swinging. This is weird though. This is interesting. You see these eyes? They kind of look like the eyes from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. This is like Tobey Maguire. And speaking of Tobey Maguire, actually, I would like to talk about two leaks, okay? Remember the leak a few, maybe months ago or weeks ago? Na si Tobey Maguire in his Spider-Man suit alongside with Andrew Garfield na dun sila sa mga scaffolding, right? Well, we got scaffoldings here. And I think this shot happened in the Statue of Liberty. Kasi kung titignan natin mabuti, I think this might probably be yung parang yung foundation of Statue of Liberty. And it's being reconstructed to put the Captain America shield, right? So there's a chance na, yeah, ito yata yung scene na to kung saan nandun si Tobey Maguire and si Andrew Garfield. And this might be Tobey Maguire himself. Right? Kasi yung sa mata eh. Pero yun lang yun. We don't have a clear shot. It can be Tom Holland, but my bet is that this is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. This might be the only shot that we have as Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. And this is Electro, of course. You see, iba na yung suit niya. It's more industrial. There's more green on it. There's some yellow, and of course, he has the mask. They finally did the Electro mask, which is yung parang kuryente na star. Wow, I just can't believe, you know. I mean, I like the first costumes, Amazing Spider-Man, kasi that's basically like the same. Well, not the costume, but yung blue na kuryente sa katawan niya. That's the same thing as his costume in the Ultimate Comics, Electro Ultimate Electro. Of course, Jamie Foxx. He is now rocking a beard right here, and I like the his haircut. So I think he is trying to attack Doc Ock, but it might be just um niloloko lang tayo ng trailer. Maybe inattack ni Spider-Man at naiwasan ni Spider-Man kaya tinamaan si Doc Ock, but we'll see. That's him. You see, he's still wearing the Iron Spider-Man suit here. Hmm. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, kasi diba sabi ko sinira ni Doc Ock yung Iron Man Spider-Man suit. Pero kung hindi ako nagkakamali, I think Spider-Man, they released toys na may dalawa siyang costume, right? Tignan natin. I think he has two costumes. So we got Spider-Man No Way Home. Tignan natin na. Yeah. Yep, this is him. He is wearing the new Spider-Man, Iron Spider-Man suit. You see, this is the black and gold one, and there's another one which is this one. It's kind of like the Iron Spider-Man suit, pero it's a little bit different. You see? So yeah, I think this is the suit right here. Oops. Papakita ko sa inyo mamaya. So I think this is the suit right here. That's the new, maybe Iron Spider-Man suit. I don't know. Nagawa niya. I do like I like how everything reflects though. I really like the suit. And that's see, that's our Willem Dafoe Green Goblin. Now clearly, they got the same Power Ranger costume just like in the first movie, but I like how it looks here. Clearly it's CGI, right? Pero there's like some kind of minor adjustments sa original look na it kind of looks a little more menacing. Wow, grabe, hindi ako makapaniwala. Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin is back. Okay, so you see, same suit, snapot. See, so this one is different. Now he doesn't. Clearly, this is the Green Goblin. He has the the pumpkin batarangs na nakita natin in the other movies, but he is not wearing anything here. He's faceless. I mean, he's maskless, but he is wearing goggles though. Ngayon, this is the second leak I would like to talk about. The second leak. A few weeks ago, may na-leak na isa ding costume redesign para kay Green Goblin, which is basically the same original design but with small adjustments gaya ng mga iba pang mga kalaban dito na kuha sila ng mga minor upgrades. Here, we can see na parang purple to. It's because in the comics, the Green Goblin has some green and purple and brown on his body. The purple is the scarf, and it's his yung parang t-shirt niya, and the brown thing is his like the saddle bag. I think we're going to get that kind of design here for the for Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. This is still Willem Dafoe, but he is wearing goggles. The same goggles that I think Dr. Octopus was wearing sa Spider-Man 2 when he was trying to make the sun. So this is the leak photo right here. So um this might be a stuntman or something. But you see, this is the same. This is like the same gloves na suot ni Doctor Octopus sa Spider-Man 2. Doc Ock goggles pala, hindi gloves. You see, parang ito yan eh. They're the same. Manipis yung dito, manipis yung dito. There are some slight changes, but it's basically the same. So I think ang mangyari dito siguro nasira sa bridge scene, nasira yung costume ni Green Goblin doon, nasira ni Spider-Man. And now he needs a new mask. And whenever you're in a glider, lilipad ka, mahangin, he needs some goggles. Maybe Doc Ock gave his goggles to him, right? And for the costume, since medyo sira-sira na yung armor niya or maybe yung glider niya, hindi na masyado functional, then he needs a way to carry his pumpkin bombs. And no other way to do it is to bring his own bag, right? He can put the pumpkin bombs here, something like that. And he has some purple too. Gaya nito, may purple dito. Maybe it's a bandage. Who knows? He might wear a scarf. Who knows? A hood. Who knows? But you see, it's damaged. It's the same Green Goblin costume, but it's damaged. And may ganito-ganito din. Di ko alam kung ano to. But yeah, amazing costume design so far. Amazing costume design. So let's continue. So this is the same building na ilang beses na lang pinakita ko sa yung merong Daily Bugle na ano. So inside is happy, I guess, probably. Di ko alam kung nagkasana yung happy dito, pero yeah, I think, hey, there's a chance that he might die. So the same thing, New York, nagkaroon ng magic thing. Maybe it's Doctor Strange's magic. I don't know what happened here. Merong bakit yung portal ng mga kung paano nakakapasok yung mga kalaban. Ba dito sa point na to pumasok yung dalawang Spider-Man. We don't know, but here. This is one of the money shots. Ito syempre si Duterte. Obosin ko kayo. Obosin ko magagamoy niya makita nyo. Si Duterte. Well, this is Sandman. Okay, si Flint Marko Sandman, he likes to go big with his sand. Electro, of course, and the lizard. And yung lizard dito sa Amazing Spider-Man, he still doesn't have a snout, which I find hilarious. But that's fine. Everything is looking great. Everything is looking great so far. The only thing that we're missing here is Green Goblin and Doctor Octopus. Now I wonder why and I wonder where they are right now. But it's only 3 here. And yeah, that's the classic Spider-Man pose. Hero landing with the new costume. And sinabi niya yata dito, I can't fight them alone or something. So it's kind of teasing the two other Spider-Man. There's a chance na mayroong Spider-Man dito, mayroong din Spider-Man dito, but who knows? This is the most interesting part of the trailer. Naubos na ng hangin, guys. Okay, why I find this the most interesting part? Well, there are 2 things. Again, we have the scaffolding. We're in Statue of Liberty. This is the 3rd act. Dito matatapos lahat. However, kung titignan nyo mabuti, slow motion na ito. Tignan nyo mabuti. This is Tom Holland. He is facing Sandman. He's trying to reach him, but kita mo yung kamay niya. Susuntukin niya. Oo. At nahawak yung kamay, right? Naiwasan niya. Flip. Okay. So, parang may hinahabol yata siya dito eh. May hinahabol siya dito sa scene na to eh. However, however, if you look closely, saan nakatingin tong dalawa na to? They're not looking at Tom Holland's Spider-Man. This guy is looking at someone else around here. And the lizard is trying to attack someone invisible. Unless he's trying to attack someone out of frame, but no way. I think this is the man shot in the movie kung saan yung tatlong Spider-Man ay susugurin tong tatlo na to. Why? Good question. I will show you why. Ipapakita ko sa inyo. If I go to YouTube and type um No Way Home Brazil. Ooh, tinago na ba nila? Wow, tinake down nila. Tinake down ba nila? No. Hindi. Okay, kala ko tinake down nila kasi mayroon ditong there's a minor slip up na nangyari dito sa trailer na to. Okay, good. This is it. Slow motion ulit. Oh man, walang slow motion dito. Here. Tignan nyo mabuti ah. So, same scene. Mhm. Yes. Tama na siya. Tignan nyo ah. Tignan mo mabuti. Itong shot na to ay maybe a second longer than the US trailer. Look at the lizard. Tingnan sa the lizard ah. Tingnan yung ulo niya. Tingnan yung ulo niya. Oh. Oh. Oh! Wow! Wow, kinat nila. You see? If you're looking... Wow! See? Marvel Brazil just deleted that video. Yung original one. Yung original na video ay dinilit ng Marvel Brazil. That means they messed up. You know what happened there? Ito. Maybe nasa Twitter. If nasa Twitter, Twitter is very good for Spider-Man No Way Home leaks. Type on No Way Home. Lizard. Natin ko here. Oops. Yan. Ito yung sa Marvel Brazil. Ito yung original post pinost ng Marvel Brazil. Kaya pala yung 98,000 lang mas mababa yung views. Kasi bago yon. Here. See? See that? Ano sumuntok sa kanya? Hangin? Sino sumutok sa kanya? Si John Cena? Si Drax? Someone invisible? No. Someone punched that guy on the face. I wonder who. It's other Spider-Man. It's other Spider-Man people. You know why? You know why? Easy. If you guys remember the Infinity War trailer, teaser, if you guys remember this, especially this scene, syempre about the Infinity War, right? They're running, right? With in the final movie, in the theatrical version, we didn't get a Hulk there. The Hulk only appeared when he was in Thor's ship in the first act of the film. Sa third act, Bruce Banner was inside a Hulk buster. See? Studios are very good, especially Marvel and also Star Wars. Basically Disney and maybe Sony. They're very good at making trailers. And they are very good at making fake ones na hindi lalabas sa final release ng movie. Basically, the basic gist of it, we have the two other Spider-Man here, but they were just edited out. How? Paano nila nagawa yun? I don't know. Computerized? I mean, they were able to do this special effects, then I wouldn't be surprised na nagawa nilang tanggalin yung dalawa dito. Guys, I bet, I bet 90% now we are going to get Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in trailer number 3. Okay, let's continue. So yung tumulong nga siya, ayan, gumiba yung shield. And then, this is very, I think he has to make a choice here. Save Zendaya, who is falling, or maybe save Ned. See? Parang yung, yung Spider-Man and Gwen Stacy scene sa Amazing Spider-Man 2. But, instead of the web hand, we got the real hand. Instead of seeing Spider-Man's hand, we're seeing Peter Parker's hand. I've been seeing yung kapatid ng, I think, cousin-in-law ko or brother-in-law ko. Sinabi na sa kanya na would it be great if itong scene na to ay hindi naligtas ni Tom Holland si Zendaya, but instead it was Andrew Garfield who saved Zendaya's life just to make up for the death of Gwen Stacy. Right? What if they did another edit here? What if this is Andrew Garfield's hand? It will be poetic because the last time he wasn't able to save Gwen Stacy because he just used his web, and that web turned into a hand. Here, this is Peter Parker's hand. This is not Spider-Man's hand. This is Peter Parker, well, from a different universe, saving MJ, which goes to show that it's Peter Parker who saves lives, not Spider-Man. Spider-Man is just an identity, it's just a mask. The person behind it is the one who's saving lives. So if the Amazing Spider-Man 2 concluded as Peter Parker, Andrew Garfield is accepting the fact that he is embracing the Spider-Man identity, then wouldn't it be a good conclusion na here sa movie na to, it's Andrew Garfield's way of accepting the fact that he's accepting his Peter Parker identity, because this movie is all about identities. This movie is all about the Peter Parker name. And yeah, that's an amazing trailer right here. And basically this dito sa third act na to, well, it's just, they didn't show Toby and Andrew, but it's just a hint that, sabi ni Doctor Strange, I can't stop them or something. But hey, what if this is the time na nagpakita na yung dalawang Spider-Man, right? See those purple things? That's like the universe is cracking, the multiverse is cracking. And he will not be able to help Spider-Man fight the villains because he will be busy fixing the multiverse. And yeah, Spider Monday, November 29. Don't forget that day because that's the day we might get another trailer. So again, guys, thanks for watching. Kung umabot kayo dito, I've been talking for almost an hour now, and that's my analysis of the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. If you guys like more analysis videos on other trailers, if you want me to do another analysis for the next trailer, magsabi lang kayo. And again, I had so much fun, you guys. Thank you for being with me, and you guys take care. At di ko na kaya ng ice cream ko, but yeah. Good luck, you guys, and good night. Happy Spider-Man Day.